The Atlanta Falcons just scored a huge 38-20 victory over the Carolina Panthers, bringing their record to 4-2. They've bounced back nicely after a rough start, winning 3 games in a row since starting the season at 1-2. After all the talk and criticism during the offseason, like signing Kirk Cousins to a big contract and drafting rookie Penix Jr., nobody expected this team to surprise us like this. Before diving into the details, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds. And go as usual. Damn man, and you can always in your mind later. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, and your support can help us get there fast. Now, let's recap the thrilling win against the Panthers. Andy Dalton kicked things off with a 10-yard touchdown pass to Deontay Johnson, but the Falcons quickly responded. Cousins led the next drive down the field, and Bijan Robinson rushed in for a 5-yard touchdown, tying the game at 7-7. The Panthers added a field goal to take the lead, but it didn't take long for the Falcons to answer again. Bijan scored another touchdown, and Tyler Allgeier made a 2-point conversion. After forcing a Panthers punt, Cousins found Drake London in the end zone, pushing the score to 22-10. The Panthers managed another touchdown, but after a couple of field goals, Allgeier sealed the deal with the late touchdown, and the Falcons added one more field goal for a final score of 38-20. Kirk Cousins had a solid game, completing 19 of 30 passes for 225 yards and 1 touchdown. While these numbers might not be as flashy as his record-breaking 509 yards from last week, his leadership was key to this win. But the real stars were the running backs. Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier combined for an impressive 200 rushing yards. Robinson had 95 yards on just 15 carries, averaging 6.3 yards per run, while scoring 2 touchdowns. Allgeier added another 105 yards, showcasing a perfect mix of power and speed that kept the Panthers' defense on its toes. Their success opened up passing opportunities for Cousins, making it tough for the defense to predict what would happen next. Drake London was a reliable target, catching a 3-yard touchdown pass, while Kyle Pitts had a big game with 70 receiving yards. The offensive line deserves a shout-out too. They created huge gaps for the running backs and protected Cousins well, allowing the Falcons to control the game's tempo. Now, let's address the big question that loomed over the offseason: the drafting of Penix Jr. with the 8th overall pick. Many were surprised, especially after the Falcons signed Cousins. But this game showed that the Falcons made a smart move. Penix is learning from a great veteran, just like we've seen with other teams in the league. On the defensive side, the Falcons had some ups and downs. They let Dalton throw for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns, but they came up big when it mattered most. A.J. Terrell and Clark Phillips each grabbed crucial interceptions in the 4th quarter to secure the win for Atlanta. However, the Falcons need to improve their pass rush. They didn't record a single sack in this game, which is something the coaching staff will need to address moving forward. As the season moves forward, especially against the top teams in the NFC, the Falcons' ability to score 38 points is a huge boost for their confidence. This shows they can win in different ways, whether by passing like they did last week or running the ball like this week. This versatility will make them a tough opponent for anyone and keep defenses guessing. Nobody expected the Falcons to start the season at 4-2, but here they are, sitting at the top of the NFC South. To keep this success going, they need to be consistent. They've proven they can win both close games and blowouts. But the big question is, can they do it week after week? One thing that could help the Falcons maintain their momentum is their balanced offense. With Cousins' strong arm, Robinson and Allgeier's rushing skills, and a solid receiving group led by Drake London and tight end Kyle Pitts, defenses can't focus on just one part of the game. Offensive coordinator Dave Ragone deserves a lot of credit for his smart game planning. He adapts to what the defense gives him, whether it's passing or running. Looking ahead, the Falcons have a tough challenge next week against the Seattle Seahawks. Even though Seattle has lost 3 straight games, they still have a talented offense led by Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, and DK Metcalf. This will be a great chance for the Falcons to prove they're for real. There's something special about being 5-2. No matter who you've played, one player to watch is Kyle Pitts. Although he hasn't had huge numbers this season, his presence opens up opportunities for others. Don't be surprised if he has a breakout game soon. I'm talking over 100 yards and a couple of touchdowns. On special teams, Young Hoku has been reliable as ever, and Avery Williams has helped give good field position with his returns. Head coach Raheem Morris has done an excellent job managing this team. He's built a winning culture and has his players believing they can compete with anyone. Here's what some key players had to say in recent interviews. "It's great to be out here in the sunshine, putting in a good day of work. Now I've got to watch the tape and learn from it. but I'm already focused on the next challenge and ready to stack another strong performance," one player said. Another added, "They're a talented team with a lot of skill. We have to be ready for them. They've had a rough stretch, but we're focusing on what we need to do to get our next win." And then there was some lighthearted banter about their serious coach. He's all business. And I'm like, can we joke around a bit? But he gives great feedback after games. Always organized with his notes. It's clear he puts a lot of thought into it, and it's easy to follow. That's all for this section. Thank you for sticking with me. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe. It really means a lot. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll catch you later.